Hello my friends, Paul here in the RoJoBe Music Workshop, and welcome to part 2 of the Irish tenor banjo project. Okay, so in the first episode I introduced this instrument and showed a few of my other banjos and banjoleles as well. So just a quick recap. I bought a banjolele from a Chinese company called China Guitar. And when it arrived, I was really surprised at how good it was. So much so, I bought another one and converted it to left hand for myself. And then for quite a while, I've wanted an Irish tenor banjo. I've got my 5-string banjo, which I've had for about 20 years. I then made another banjo for myself for frailing style playing, and I also wanted a 4-string tenor banjo. Well, technically I've got one now. So this needs a lot of work. Obviously I've got to convert it to left-handed. I've got to change the fretboard because this has a diatonic fretboard on it, and I need to put a regular fretboard, if you like. And there's a lot of issues with you know, the tailpiece and the armrest touching the skin, and the ball ends of the strings all touching the skin, and the skin also is very, well, not very, but it's I think it's needs a little tensioning, but it's all going to be stripped down anyway. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to strip this thing down. Okay, so enough waffle, let's get on with it. So first thing I need to do is remove the strings. I don't think I will be reusing these strings because they're quite old, so I'll probably put some new ones on. But let's get rid of those to start with. It shouldn't take long to take off. There's not many windings on there. Probably should have done this off camera really, but never mind. The strings anyway. One. Actually, we'll do the other side. So we're releasing the tension evenly, not all from one side. You know what? I'm going to cut these strings. Yeah, I'm just going to cut them off. I am going to replace them, so no matter. Wait, there was still quite a bit of tension on that one. Right, let's get rid of these. There's the bridge. The current bridge, I will not be reusing that. I need to put a better one on. I mean, I want to keep this instrument as close to original as possible. I want to reuse the nut, but I'm not sure if I will or not. I have to take the fretboard off and basically make a new one. I've got some wood on the way for that, but I mean I'll keep that bridge, but I'm pretty sure that's not the original anyway. It's bamboo, so it might be the original, just doesn't look that well made. I'm going to put a proper 4-string banjo bridge on this. But that's a long way in the future yet. I've not really saved a lot of time by cutting these strings, but there we go, they're off now. Right, I'm going to get rid of all of that before we go any further. There's out of my way. Right, okay. So that tailpiece is pretty tight on there. It still seems to be pressing down on that on the skin. And I've got this little plastic tray that I'm going to put all the bits and pieces in. So actually, let me take the tuners off first. I think that would make more sense. Get those out of the way. Screws are fairly tight. I suppose that's a good thing. Yeah, tight all the way out. It's good. It's a good thing. I mean, it's better that they're tight than, you know, loose where the hole is all wallowed out. That's no good. These probably haven't been off for years. So, you know, these tuners will need to be. I will reuse them because they're the original ones, and I might struggle to match them. But they're going to need, you know, a bit of maintenance, cleaning and lubricating. They're not bad, you know, they just need a little bit of love. But I again, like what was it I did? I think it was the patch repair on the ukulele. I think it was that one. I can't put these tuners in my ultrasonic cleaner because it will destroy the plastic buttons. So I need to do them manually again, but they're not too difficult. I mean, you know, you can take them apart, which makes them easy to clean. Right, that's one side. Just trying to do this in a way that's easier for me. I know you can't really see what I'm doing, but you're not missing much. I'm just removing screws and removing the tuners. And I've got cramp in my hand. Oh. Yeah, so like I said, I'm just keeping all the hardware and bits and pieces in that plastic tray, which has got a lid on it as well. I don't want to be losing anything from this. Oh, I've got cramp in my hand, that's not good. Right, that's 3, one more to go. I have to change hands, which is not great for me. No, that's not going to work. Just have to put up with the cramp for now. Dang, already 8 minutes in. Last screw. I mean, although these screws, like the tuners, are, you know, probably quite a few years old, they're still in good condition, so there won't be any need to change them. But if I do, I've got plenty of them anyway. Right, that's the tuners off. So I'll now remove the tailpiece. Oh, incidentally, I can't remember if I mentioned in the first video, this is a through neck. So the neck goes right the way through, and it looks as though the strap button screw is what holds the neck in. We will know in just a moment. That's what it looks like. It is a through neck, and it looks like this is all that's holding it in, which is unusual. Yeah, it definitely is, because that's a wood screw. Right, so that's the strap button and the tailpiece off, which is going to need some love as well. Right, so theoretically that neck should come out now. Sure enough. But it's a really good fit. That's why that one screw in the end is enough to hold it in. Yeah, that is a tight fit. Okay, almost there. Come on. Once I get past the fretboard, there we go. Come out. He says. Just wasn't doing it straight. Yeah, there you go. So, through neck. And it's well made. Actually, looking at it now, it's not not high quality wood at all. Anyway, so that's the neck off. Like I said, I will be removing this fretboard, but possibly not today, I don't know yet. Now, so now we've got the drum. We're going to remove the armrest, a couple of 8mm, they're probably not 8mm, they're probably like 5/16 or something, little nuts, so I'll put those in the plastic box as well. So yeah, as I said in the first video, the way this is held on are 2 nuts, and the threaded bars are actually soldered or brazed into this ring. So yeah, interesting. Right, now I have to slacken off all of these tension hooks. So how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, you've got to be really careful when you slacken these off, not to just, you know, take one out and then the next. You've got to go round or opposite, you know, so that you release the tension evenly. And you will know if you've not done it right, because you will hear an almighty great bang as the skin splits. So I'm just going to, I don't have a spanner the right size, and I can't get a socket on there because the lip of the back of the resonator is kind of overhangs this nut. So I can't get a socket on there, and I don't have a spanner, but I've got an adjustable. So I'm just going to, actually let me start here, and I'm going to go opposite, and you know, kind of like that. Just slacken them off a little bit at first, half a turn or so. Just half a turn. Okay, that's that one. And this side. And I'll do this one. Opposite one. These are not very tight actually, which is not in the least bit surprising, because the head is definitely not up to decent tension. It's a little bit slack. Right, let's try not to forget which ones I've done. Yes, definitely aluminium, this, which is interesting. Right. I think I've only got 2 more to slacken off now. That one as well. Right, they should all be slackened off. Just double check. That one isn't. Yeah, wasn't much tension on them, to be honest. I mean, loosening them off is one thing, but when you come to tightening them up, that's a lot more scary. What are we doing for time? Okay. Right, they should all be slack now. I say that, but you know, like anything that's under tension like this, you slacken off all of the nuts, and then when you go back to the ones that you started on, you find they're tight as well. Or again, I should say. Right, they're all slack now, so I can start to actually take the nuts off. Yeah, so that's hitting up against that rim, so what I'm going to have to do is get them all up to there and then release the hooks from the actual tension ring. Just a couple there. Right, so they should start to, yeah, they're on there pretty tight actually. So just make sure that they're all slackened off so that I can see all of the threads on them. Right, that should be all of them now, just check, yeah. Right, yeah, I mean this obviously has probably never been apart since it was built. So that's on there tight. Oh my God. I sincerely hope this hasn't been glued on or something stupid like that. I'm guessing it's just because it's a very tight fit. Would be much easier if I could get those hooks off. Let's see. Okay, let me just get a plastic hammer and see if I can start to tap those hooks up. There we go. It's just been together for many, many years. Just need a little tap. I'm not going to use a metal hammer, just a plastic hammer just to tap on them. So I'm not going to damage anything with that plastic hammer. Actually it's nylon I think. That one's a bit stuck. I'll come back to that. Yeah, some of them are going pretty easy. Some need a little more persuasion. Two that wouldn't go. There's that one. That one. I think that one might be a bit bent actually. Looks like it's bent. It's gone. Right, so one wouldn't go. This one. I can see why. It's actually, I don't know if you can see that, it's a bit crooked. Let's see if I can persuade that to do what I want it to do. There we go, that's got it. I think that's all of them now. Should be. Yeah, right, let me turn it over and just, so what I'm doing is lifting the hooks and just turning them away, like that, just to get them out of the way. I'll take them off properly later. Just want to see if I can get this tone ring off, or if it's been glued or sealed on somehow. That would not be good, because they're not supposed to be. Right, so that should start to come off. So I'm going to use these to kind of pull on. See if I can get that to free up. There it's going. There we go. Okay. So that's the tone ring off. And yeah, interestingly, I mean, this edge that was against the skin, even that's quite rough. That's going to need to be filed and cleaned up. Okay, so now the head itself, that does seem to be stuck on there. That's not good. Okay, let me get these hooks out of the way now. Just take them right out. I'll put those nuts in there. So Right, let's get all of these right out of the way. Yeah, it's it's not a really long job to strip a banjo down, but there is a lot of hardware on them, and some of them even more than this actually. You know, particularly the ones that have the truss rod and the adjusting rod in the back. There's still quite a lot on this one though. That's easier. Some of them won't do that. Yeah, it's going to take me 3 or 4 times longer to put this thing back together than it is stripping it down, probably 5 times longer. Right, so after this I've got 4 more. Actually, there's quite a bit of tension on it. I think that's not too bad actually. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. It's just, it looked like when it was all together, it did look like the bridge was kind of pushing down quite a bit. But I mean, they do anyway. You know, the bridge does press down on the head of a banjo. But I don't know. That seems like pretty good tension to me. Well, I'm committed to it now. I'm this far. Might as well go the rest of the way. I mean, you know, things like the back and the sides, it's all got to be really cleaned up anyway. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense. And inside, I'm sure it's going to be pretty disgusting. Right, so this is the last hook coming out. You just put that plastic tray to one side. Now, I've got to be careful not to break this, but I think what's happened is, because this is aluminium, we've got a little bit of oxidation around here, and it's probably kind of welded itself to the top, to the head, but it's got to come off. So, oh, I don't like that cracking sound. How are we doing for time now? Not great. Might have to continue this off camera. I don't want to put a screwdriver or anything in there and pry that, but I don't know. I mean, you can see, you know, where the aluminium is oxidized. We have got quite a bit of corrosion around there, and it has literally stuck this to it. So I am going to have to try and put something in there, try and, you know, break the seal all the way around. Not a screwdriver, something plastic. What have I got? Let's see. I know what I can use. One of my spatulas. Right. Okay, so I'm actually running out of time for part 2 now. I was hoping to get this completely stripped, but I will continue in part 3 and see where we go next. So, not quite finished stripping it down yet, but I'm almost there. Okay, so I'm going to have a little bit of a go with this off camera, but I'm not going to do it completely, because I want to record this thing actually coming off, so that you see what I see at the same time I see it. Okay, so that's part 3 coming soon. In the meantime, please look after yourselves, look after each other. We will see you soon. Peace out.